dense, chilling atmosphere, resulting in unforgettable experiences.
Hey, what's going
Returnal's
on?
one issue on release was the inability
do a
to
little
suspend
live
its
reaction
lengthy
thing
runs
to
and save your progress,
the
but since
start of
that's
play.
been patched, it's hard to find flaws in this incredibly
just a
daring
ship
and
beforehand.
ambitious adventure. And the free Returnal Ascension update makes this remarkable game even better by adding campaign co-op and an excellent survival mode called Tower of Sisyphus that pares down the traditional Returnal experience into a more arcade version. Add those two additions on top of everything else, and Returnal is a complete package
Then
that is hard
hopefully
to
at
beat
one
on the
stage,
PlayStation 5.
I'm gonna go to the official PlayStation
I
one,
have to find.
which is here. Just starts at 8 o'clock, so we've still got an hour and a half. Bit of time. Just get this on in the background. Fucking hell, man, I'll tell you what.
Exploration here, and loads of completely involving world building to uncover as well for those wanting to learn more. A triumphant combination of enthralling combat, top-tier creature and character design, and a captivating open world, Horizon Forbidden West is an absolute blast and fantastic showcase for the power of the PS5. It's hard to encapsulate everything that makes Elden Ring such a monumental game in a short blurb, but let's try. At the core of it all is Elden Ring's incredible sense of freedom and discovery. There are open world games that are bigger than Elden Ring, have a higher fidelity than Elden Ring, and quite frankly run better than Elden Ring. But few, if any, are as robust or as rewarding. The Lands Between is positively littered with branching paths that lead to catacombs, dungeons, caves, forts, castles, towers, even entire underground cities. And within each of them is some sort of unique challenge. From a trap-filled crypt with insta-kill chariots racing down every slope, to one of Elden Ring's many fantastic boss fights. The best part of it all is that every challenge comes with its own bountiful reward that may bend the difficulty curve in your favor, whether that's a new spell, summon, weapon, or material that lets you upgrade your gear. Elden Ring can be extraordinarily difficult, sure, but the freedom it gives you to maneuver through or around that difficulty is absolutely liberating, and makes it the most universally recommendable From Software game yet.
Unless, of course, thou shouldst take the crown.
Those were our recommendations, but what games have you been loving on your PlayStation 5? Be sure to let us know in the comments below, and for even more, be sure to check out our weekly PlayStation show, Podcast Beyond. And of course, for everything else PlayStation, stick with IGN.
IGN sat down with U.S. Army Fire Control Specialist and gamer Staff Sergeant Calente Williams to get their perspective on God of War Ragnarok and their unique take on the challenges that await Kratos in this latest installment. Presented by the U.S. Army.
What's up, everyone? I'm Staff Sergeant Williams. I'm a 13 Juliet, Field Artillery Tactical Data Specialist. I'm the brain of the Field Artillery. I work together with observers and 13 mechanic crewmen, just like how Kratos and Atreus work together in God of War. Kratos got the extra fur on this time. And what I like about this drip that he has, you know, it's the leather, you know what I'm saying? And then the fur that's going around the shoulders and neck. Like that's something I would rock if I was Kratos. And if I could grow a beard like him too, that'd be pretty sick. Brock and Sindri, they have a great relationship. I mean, I have a lot of brothers.
This is a Ragnarok trailer.
So we bicker kind of like how those two do. Oh, this combat is sick.
I've never seen Ragnarok.
Come on, we know he's not a calm, reasonable person. It's Kratos.
I don't know who these people are.
He doesn't care.
You can choose from over 200 career paths that match your passion on GoArmy.com. What's your warrior? God of War Ragnarok is coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. For more on everything God of War, keep it here on IGN.
IGN.
IGN's Summer of Gaming. The summer of fun video game events is here, and today it's PlayStation's time to shine. The company behind Horizon, God of War, Spider-Man, and the immensely popular PlayStation 5 has a brand new presentation to share, and you've got a front row seat for it. Tune in right now for our PlayStation Showcase Countdown show, followed by the full PlayStation Summer Showcase Live and our detailed post-show, where IGN's PlayStation experts will break down all of the biggest announcements. It's all part of
I'm so excited
IGN's
for that
Summer of
movie,
Gaming,
okay.
and it all starts right now.
State of Play digital event. That starts in a few minutes, so while we're waiting, we're going to be breaking down what we expect to see in our countdown show. I'm joined right now by my beloved co-hosts Brian Altano, Jada Griffin, and Max Scoville.
Woo!
Excited?
Yeah! Let's do it! It's here! It's Summer of Gaming.
I think that covers it. I think
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, great show.
Pre-show. Before we get started, just a reminder that IGN Summer of Gaming is going on throughout June. There's so much going on. We're really going to be ramping up next week
that
with
Jonathan
Netflix's Geek
Nolan?
Week, IGN's own Expo, plus the
Yes, he's got
Xbox
it.
and Bethesda Showcase. And there's a ton more going on besides just that. But today is all about PlayStation. We're almost 2 years into the PS5's life cycle, and so far the hottest game around is actually trying to buy a PS5 or a Series X. Sony came out swinging with first-party exclusives at launch and released quite a few new games since then, but there aren't really any confirmed release dates for the rest of 2022. The only thing we know for sure will be shown today is Horizon Call of the Mountain for PSVR 2. We'll talk about that in a little more, but first I think we need to address the big one, God of War Ragnarok. Everyone wants to see it. Everyone's hoping it shows up here, even though we didn't hear about it. They haven't said first party will be here. Do you all think we're going to get a release date for this?
Absolutely. I think
You do.
I think it has to happen today. I shaved my head in anticipation for solidarity
Just
with
for this
Kratos.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah. I also became a father a couple years ago just for good luck for this game.
So really, that's how you're a real God of War fan.
Yeah, you guys are all
Having a
fake God of
child.
War fans. I'm doing the tattoo in the head next. No, this is the game we have to find out about today. This is their biggest first-party title of the year. All signs point to us finding out about something of this game very, very soon because we don't know yet. It seems every major first-party has delayed their big flagship title for this year until next year. All eyes are on God of War. It's got to deliver, and I think it's going to be this fall.
I appreciate the enthusiasm. I don't know if I'm right there with you if it'll be here today.
What?
I know, I'm sorry. But Max, what do you think? Are you expecting it?
I'm cautiously optimistic, but again, I think we just saw Xbox had to delay their 2 big fall games.
Yeah.
Like we've seen some very rough fall launches around huge games that people were really looking forward to, and I think some people have learned lessons from that, and they're really cautious about announcing a date that will be hit because it's demoralizing when a date gets announced, everyone goes yeah, and then they go sorry, it's actually going to be 3 weeks after that. And you go okay, fine. They're like sorry, it's going to be 6 months after that. Our bad. So I hope we get a date, but also if we don't, I can live with it. I just,
Yeah, to your point, there's definitely been a few PlayStation games where it's like they announced the date and then it was like, one more month.
That game looks
Just
good,
give us
bro.
one more month. So I can understand them wanting to wait until they're like 100% sure. But Jada, how are you feeling?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to get it?
I think I'm in the same boat with Max.
Okay.
I think we're gonna get it. It's a potential to get it today. I'm not expecting to get it, but we did get the PlayStation Plus games for June, and God of War was in it. So, how cool would it be at the end of the show to just see the Ragnarok icon and the date pop up?
That's all
That's
you need.
it. We had the merchandise leak recently too.
Yeah, there were some socks that came out. It was rated in Korea, so
Yeah.
it has to be covered.
Hey, look, if you can't play God of War in September, at least you could buy some socks. All right.
As we all know, with the promotional merchandise tied in that happened with Halo Infinite several years ago, that ended up being about 2 years early.
Yeah.
That always means that the release date's around the corner and that it's spot on, right?
You've
you
got
guys?
to hope for
Yes.
it. Yeah, we'll see. Before we get to some other games, though, I guess just quick, right around the table, put a release date on it. I don't care what day of the week that is. Just get because we don't have a calendar in front of us.
Okay.
Right.
October the 8th.
Perfect.
That could be like a Sunday morning.
The 3rd Tuesday in September.
I love it.
Oh.
Jada.
August 4th.
All right, and I'm gonna go for September 4th.
This is good. We all
There we
picked,
go.
We all picked
They're
different
different
times.
dates. I think that's how numbers work. But anyway, let's talk about what we're realistically expecting to see. There are, we know right now that there will be PSVR 2 games and third parties are going to be shown off for PS4 and PS5. So that's a broad amount of stuff we could be talking about. Brian, what is like one game? What's one thing you want to see in this?
So I'm a little surprised that we're going to get so much PSVR stuff today, or at least it feels like that. We got that kind of tease of Horizon, which is great, but like I really want another Astrobot. Like Astrobot is there at the launch of something. He's brings all his crazy, interesting gimmicks with him. We got it for the PS5, we got it for the PSVR, and so PSVR 2, so allegedly coming at some point soon-ish, maybe, hopefully. Then I want a brand new Astrobot that shows off all the bells and whistles and weird stuff that brand new VR helmet headset can do.
Yeah, Rescue Mission was like the killer.
This is a way better way to do this.
So ingenious. Obviously, Astro's Playroom at the PS5 launch was such a big deal as well.
Feel the rain.
Yeah, it's such a good experience. Though it was like the perfect DualSense, and the fact that that's going to be part of the new VR2 controllers, you would hope this would be the flagship thing to show it off. So I'm hopeful for it. I would love that. But Max, what about you? What's something you hope will be?
Robotic robots are cool, but what about robotic cats in cyberpunk worlds such as in Stray? That little cat game that got shown off ages ago. I mean, it's one of those like incredible looking indie games where you're like, I'm not going to play this for 8 years, am I? And I really hope that 8 years is coming to an end, or maybe it's less than that. But it'd be nice to see some more of that. Maybe, I don't know, get a release window or something like that.
Yeah, there was a like tease of indie games coming to PlayStation a week or two ago that I think said summer for this one. So we are close. This is the summer of gaming. So we can only hope that it appears in the summer of gaming.
I'm just a sucker for any game where you play as animals that actually behave like animals and don't like, put on thief costumes or wear jean shorts. That's like a regular cat. It's not a regular environment. It's really
Don't
cool.
roll out jean short DLC for this game just yet, because it could happen.
I do think we see it wearing like a backpack at some point.
That's
some
not
of the gameplay,
clothing.
but okay, fair enough.
You can wear a backpack, you get arrested for indecent exposure.
I didn't know you were so up on the laws like that.
Didn't think that's where this would be going here today, but sure, let's do it. Be on.
Yeah, that is what happens in the pre-show. No, I think, Stray is one of those indies we've seen at a few Sony showcases right now. It's a console exclusive for PS4, PS5, also coming to PC. So I think that's like a sure bet of one people just want to see. You want to know more what it's like to feel like a cat in a game.
Yeah.
Jada, what about you? What's one
I'm gonna go with the big one, Street Fighter 6. We got that very, very brief teaser a couple months back, and it was just reused pecs. And I want to see more of the pecs.
What more do you need?
I want to see more characters. I want to see a fight. I want to see a fight today. That's what I want.
I want to see the street.
I want to see the street.
yeah.
The street.
One or the other.
Yes.
Maybe both,
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to redesign that logo that people figured out was...
I want to see more of the 6. That was a cool,
Yeah, it was very numbers.
Yeah.
Once again, we're going back to numbers. We want more numbers.
Yeah.
We love numbers here at IGN. Check out our top 10s and top 100s.
It's our number one thing. No, I mean, that feels
I
like
couldn't care less about Street Fighter. I reckon Street Fighter will be there though.
Such a big deal on PlayStation as well. Is there anything? I assume you want gameplay. You don't want another cinematic.
No, I want to see a fight. I want to see somebody's special. I want to see a combo. I want to see something. I want to see whatever the new mechanic that they're bringing to Street Fighter 6.
I think Blanca's special.
Yeah, let's see Blanca's special. I
think he is special.
Oh, Blanca is very special. I mean, you've seen the movie, right?
They're all special.
You've seen the Street Fighter movie, like Street Fighter. He was very special in that movie.
That was a special movie indeed.
I haven't seen that movie, so I'll take your word for it. But yeah, no, this one feels like one of the big hanging questions, especially because we just saw such a small cinematic trailer. We're like, well, we'll see in the future. Those always feel like, well, probably at a summer event we'll see it, and this one feels like a perfect opportunity for that. For me, another one that I really hope to see is continuing along the indie train of games we've seen at State of Plays, Little Devil Inside. That one has been gestating for a long time. It got a State of Play like marquee placement last year.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's show you 6 minutes of gameplay. Here's what it's going to be like. And we just haven't heard a thing.
That happens a lot. Why do they do
Yeah,
that?
I know. Why do they do that to us?
Is it just the pre-orders?
Probably.
Okay, because it works.
But I would. But no, the gameplay for that one was really charming. We've seen a couple trailers for it now. It's got this really beautiful sort of like toyetic art style to it. We saw, as silly as it was, a big deal for the last gameplay was we saw the overworld map and what that would look like. And there's just something really charming about the humor of it, the look of it, the feel, the mood it's going for. But again, I feel like this is one that when they show it next, we just need a release date at this point. I don't think we can get another, here's 3 minutes of it, it's maybe coming this year. I think this needs a date on it. We need to see it. It needs to be there. But
God, it looks so good.
it's really beautiful. Yeah, it's one of those games that I hope we get to see more of. But like, this is the weird thing with State of Plays where it's such an open field of expectation.
But this one specifically, Jonathan. This is in the building that E3 used to be in, right?
Yes.
Which is, I guess, like a Halloween headquarters now.
Yeah.
But it's still, this is special. This is that summertime of year. This is event season, as we call it.
Yeah.
We gotta get big news today, right?
I hope so. I mean, one of the first state of plays happened right before E3. I think it was the first E3 PlayStation decided to skip.
Yep.
And that was the reveal of FF7 Remake. I think it had that. I think it had Monster Hunter Iceborne, the expansion for World. Like, they will do big things, but I do know that sometimes there's expectations of like, oh, it'll be smaller games for a little bit.
I'm trying to keep expectations in check here,
Yeah.
you know, but at the same time, like, Sony should know that people have high expectations this time of year. Like, if you throw a party at your house on October 31st, and it's not a Halloween party, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of understandable for people to be like, oh, it's going to show up in costume. What could go wrong? Like, this is the week when the big stuff should be getting announced. So if they're saving the really big stuff for third Tuesday in September or whatever, like, kind of
The same day God of War releases.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be here.
Max, I feel like there's some trauma there that you actually showed up to the Halloween party in costume and you were the only person in costume.
I got the date wrong.
He also only wore a backpack.
Can we not bring that up again?
We'll get back to the backpack stuff hopefully after the show if Stray shows up. But no, yeah, this is an interesting one where we've been talking a little bit about it before the show. The one big thing we do know, in addition to Horizon Call of the Mountain, is of course PSVR 2 around that. Are we hoping for PSVR 2 to come anytime soon, or are we thinking this will be further off sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting to learn about new PlayStation hardware because that's a rare thing, especially nowadays. Like, we went through the era where they were like, here's the PlayStation Eye and here's the PSVR and the PS Vita, the PSP. Like, they had a PlayStation TV. Like, there was all these different things they were doing for a long time, and it seems like they've consolidated all their efforts into PS5. That said, you still can't really buy that console anywhere.
Yeah.
So creating a peripheral for it feels a little ill-timed, unless they're like, this works with your PC too, and now you can buy it. Not PC 2, your PC also.
I would take a PC sequel.
They are announcing the PC 2.
I mean, hey, there are PlayStation games going to PC, so
Yeah.
it could happen.
I think that would do a lot for the PSVR 2's lifespan or just general. A lot of people play PC games. Like,
Excuse me.
you can plug it
Man.
sense into a PC and play games with it. So maybe, I don't know, make the new VR headset talk to PCs too, and then you have an entire massive audience that might start tinkering with it. I'm skeptical about PSVR too. Like, I'm gonna say that I was a PSVR 1 early adopter, and like that was a really cool device. But at the same time, it almost feels like this one's been kind of developed in a vacuum. You've got like the Quest is like a standalone thing that you can play Resident Evil 4 on. Like, that's nuts. And then this one, I don't know, you've got to plug it into a $500 console that you can't find in stores. Kind of tricky there.
This is going to be an immensely powerful, immensely high-end VR unit, which I think that's what they're going for, right? They're going for like this high-end market that's separate from the sort of like the regular kind of consumer that can walk in and spend a couple $100 on Oculus and throw it in their backpack or whatever. Well, keep talking about backpacks. But for PSVR 2, I think they're like, this is for the people that pay for high-end PC VR, but we want that to kind of work with the PlayStation ecosystem.
Oh, man.
PlayStation first-party stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah, Jada, anything?
I mean, you guys kind of covered all the points. Like, it's so hard to get a PS5 right now, and PSVR is going to be huge for those who have consoles, but they're kind of limiting themselves with not having the market, with not having consoles out there. I think there's going to be a lot of great stuff for it. I think we'll see some really cool like bundles in the lifetime of the PSVR 2, but I think it's going to be some time until it's a big household name that Sony is hoping it will be.
Agreed, and hopefully we get to see more games of what it's going to actually entail, what that high end is going to be in just a few minutes. But we need to take a quick break. But please don't go anywhere. The PlayStation State of Play will be starting in just a few minutes. IGN Summer of Gaming will continue right after this.
IGN Summer of Gaming 2022 is presented by the U.S. Army. You can choose from over 200 career paths that match your passion on GoArmy.com. What's your warrior? And sponsored by Metro by T-Mobile.
Beyond.
Not only is IGN the world's biggest media brand for games and entertainment, but we also have a team of some of the world's biggest fans of your favorite franchises. From breaking news and exclusives, never-before-seen looks at movies and games, to reviews, let's plays, and live streams, IGN brings you all the coverage you need, no matter where you are. Whether you're on IGN.com, the IGN app, YouTube, Facebook, or Snapchat, we've always got you covered. IGN, the #1 source for all games and entertainment fans worldwide.
In a world with non-stop news about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, you need a show with accurate reporting, hard-hitting commentary, and...
Me, Akeem Lawanson, host of IGN's news show, The Fix Entertainment. Whether it's the latest superhero scoop, film fiasco, or anime announcement, I'll be here covering all the breaking movie, TV, and streaming news that matters most to you. Make sure to catch The Fix Entertainment on IGN for your fix of entertainment.
Money, money, money. Oh, that's some money. In a big man's world. Just waiting for my breakfast to arrive.
Here we go again. June's PlayStation Plus games have been announced, and it's a pretty stacked month. You can play the following games from the first Tuesday of the month, which is June the 7th. So let's do this. What a game to start with. God of War, one of the greatest games ever made. God of War 2018 combined brutal action and incredibly heartfelt moments between a father and son getting to grips with the loss of their wife and mother. Our 25-hour mission is simple, to scatter her ashes as per her final request. Yet that becomes a road of action, puzzles, and amazing set pieces. Kratos has travelled from Greek mythology into the Norse world, and that presence here brings attention from the gods, including the sons of Thor. Kratos wields an axe this time named Leviathan, with the awesome ability to return it to his hand at will. This weapon feels phenomenal for the entire duration of the game. Leviathan can be upgraded and adapted to have stat boosts to give Kratos the edge in battle. This is true of the armor sets too. The sheer size and scale of the boss fights you'll encounter are breathtaking, from trolls and dragons to the challenging battles with Valkyries. God of War received countless 10 out of 10 review scores, so if you haven't played it yet, you really should. And if you have played it before, now is a great time to relive it, as the sequel, Ragnarok, is coming sooner than you think. God of War, without a doubt, is a masterpiece. Game 2 is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, a platform fighter which is pretty much a Super Smash Bros. Clone, the change being the characters. Nickelodeon delves into its archives of hit TV shows to bring together people like SpongeBob and Leonardo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Beat the living daylights out of each other until everyone except you is yeeted from the platform. On the plus side, the speed of All-Star Brawl feels much quicker than the most recent Smash Bros. Titles, and there's a ton of Easter eggs and nods for Nick fans to spot in each stage, if you have enough time to look at them, that is. But sadly, the negatives do outweigh the pros. The character models are low quality, the voice acting is non-existent in most cases, making beloved characters feel vacant, and there isn't much to do outside of the bare-bones solo arcade mode and playing 4-player multiplayer when your friends come round. Reviews average out at 6 out of 10, and if I'm honest, unless you love Nickelodeon, I'd recommend that you wait for the free-to-play Multiverses game, which has an open beta next month. Game 3 is another brawler, this time set in the world of Naruto. If you say Naruto or Naruto, it's fine. Let's not have any hate, please. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker is a multiplayer game setting 4 shinobis against another set of 4 shinobi. Step 1 is to create your very own fighter, customizing as you go. Gameplay includes more than just fighting. Mobility is key, with wall running and ziplining just as important as the combat itself. When the fights begin, Shinobi Striker wants us to combine different fighting styles to form combos. These can be confusing, as mastering ranged abilities and defensive plays and standard attacks can take time to learn. Constant slow improvement is what Shinobi Striker offers. A great element which keeps you coming back are those unlocks. Taking part in mission mode will see new masters appear, who then offer you new abilities to improve your fighting style. Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker reviews at 6 out of 10. Will you try it? Oh, and Game 4 is a reminder that you have less than 2 weeks from the day this video releases to download GTA Online for free on PS5. The ability for PS4 owners to add it through the app has been removed, which seems a little unfair, but that's the gaming industry. So if you have a PS...
Yeah, right.
On the poll this season, which is another indie we've seen PlayStation Showcase. We haven't seen much of it. It's one of those we saw a beautiful experiential trailer of someone riding a bike through a beautiful landscape.
Right.
It was gorgeous, and then it was kind of like, well, where's the game? And then we just kind of been waiting. So I can understand why maybe people forgot about that one for a little bit, but hopefully we'll get some more of it today.
They haven't told us what season it's going to drop in.
True.
That's true. That's
Right.
good. That's a good thing to name your game because you can technically get to later in the season.
Do you just call the next one season 2 or like season fall? Like do you have to specify the season?
Season's origins.
Ooh, I love it. Well, that's what our audience is looking forward to, but there are tons of titles we might get more information about today. Now it's time to make some of our other predictions. What do we all think is going to be at today's announcements? Brian, I'll start with you. What is one you're hoping to really see?
Let's see. Okay. Well, I'm a gigantic fan of Resident Evil 4. Gigantic fan. I bought it on every system it's ever been put on. And we've been hearing rumors about this Resident Evil 4 remake, sort of like what they did with 2 and 3 for years now. That keeps popping up. This is a third-party focused event today. This feels like a time for that. So I'm willing into existence Resident Evil 4 remake for PS5 using
I'm
all
pretty
the graphics.
sure.
I want to feel all the little rumbles when I'm walking around. I'm on the minecart and stuff like that. I'm stabbing the Ganados, having the best time of my life. Or I will also take Resident Evil 4 VR that was on Oculus, getting ported to PSVR. That's a nice runner-up prize for me.
Yeah, we know that one exists on the Oculus side of things. It would be a nice one to be able to port over, but yeah, that remake has just sort of been they've got to do it next, right?
Yeah.
And we've gotten reports that it's allegedly in the works, but we haven't seen any official word of it. But that just feels like, as you said,
A lot of people know that that's next in line naturally, but we're going with numbers here. And Resident Evil 4 is just so good.
That's right. I'm the Coach Chronicle person.
I'm glad you're
right
here.
now.
I'm glad I got to apologize to your face
Yes,
because
yes.
you know what? I'm with you. I think that's a fun game, and I hope we get a remake of that too.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I accept your apology on behalf of all the Code Veronica stands
Look
out there.
what we did today. See, everyone, we can do this. We can come together with video games.
we're bridging the gap. Ryan McCaffrey will be here in just a second to talk about Expo. No, he won't.
He's actually been locked out of the building.
Max, what about you? What's another game you're hoping will show up?
Well, I think we can all agree that this year's hottest Christmas film is going to be James Cameron's Avatar: The Way of Water, and I can't wait to check out that Avatar game. I don't know. We haven't. What? What? It's finally coming out. They're putting it out. Are they quietly paying you to talk about Avatar for 10 years? James Cameron doesn't even answer my fan mail.
I am. How long have I been friends with you? A decade? You've talked about Avatar every single time I've ever seen you for 10 years. And fine, you finally have a chance to do it. I'm always at the Avatar.
Anyway,
it's a realistic possibility.
It makes sense. Sony's color theme is blue. Avatar people are blue. It totally makes sense. The Na'vi, excuse me. I haven't seen the Avatar. I'm so I don't even think I should be next to Max today.
Take a break from Apex for 2.5 hours and just watch Avatar.
Can I watch Avatar while I play Apex
You'll
on my
be
other
missing
TV?
most of the fun, which is looking at it. There really isn't a whole lot to listen to. But no, seriously, like that, we don't think that Ubisoft is doing much in the way of any big summer announcements. If they are, we haven't heard anything about them. So this would be a good place to to show that off and see what those cats are up to. You keep talking.
The Avatar game, they're all butt naked and backpacks.
That's exactly They're wearing like little Vine underpants.
I don't get the joke.
They got mini backpacks or pouches.
Leaves and stuff.
I mean, that is definitely a possibility. As of right now, that game is still scheduled for 2022. They haven't said a word about it. It's set for this year. PlayStation, in their recent earnings call, released a slide of the big third-party games that they are supporting, and Avatar was on there.
Yeah, if you have the word Avatar in the title of something, it's going to arrive just on time.
Never been wrong before. Well, hopefully that will be the way the state of play goes. We'll see.
Beautiful.
Jada, what about you? What's another one you're hoping to see?
I'm again going for the big ones. I'm swinging for the fences. Final Fantasy 16. We
Okay.
last got that at a showcase, about a year ago now at this point, I want to say. We got a really cool trailer, but not a whole lot of details out of it. And it was a great time to kind of fill that gap while we're waiting.
I didn't realize this would go so low.
The remake, and get everybody hooked on that because 14 is going strong. But I think our console players that are more single player focused are really looking forward to Final Fantasy 16. So that's what I want to see.
We know there is a 16 trailer just kind of hanging out there somewhere on hard drive for Linux, like the producers have talked about. Yeah, we have a trailer ready, we just haven't shown it yet.
You can't do that. That's not fair.
That was in I believe there was a transcription of an interview, and they were like, yeah, we're basically planning to show the game soon. We just had to delay the showing of it or something
Sorry, this trailer got buried in our inbox, but just sort of circle back and it's like,
well, they were too busy showing Kingdom Hearts 4, which I don't think will be here. But no, 16 is, I think, another big one. We know that they also didn't want to show too much until they were like, we're ready to release the game. So I do feel like that one's got to be getting close to publish at some point. So a trailer here would be amazing. Like you said, though, it could be, it was shown, I believe, at a showcase last, so it could be one of the PlayStation Showcase marquee games.
Yep.
So we'll have to see. But that would be an awesome one to see today, especially because Square Enix loves to be at these shows. My last pick, I guess I am not quite swinging for the fences like Brian when it comes to Resident Evil, and more just aiming to get on base. I know how sports work. I am hoping to see Resident Evil 8 DLC.
Yes.
Last year, Capcom at their summer event was like, we are making DLC in like a message, like
a JPEG. Yeah. But it was like a really spooky one. It was very menacing.
It was.
My food's here. Alright, here we go. Last of Us. Remake. Last of Us remake. Oh, that's a good way to start it.
Condor Wonder Roost. I've located Baby Eagle.
Guess you, me, picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Oh.
You will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Resident Evil 4 remake. That's pretty cool, man.
If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain. Even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
Oh, that looks good as. March 24th, 2023. Oh, content also available for PSVR.
State of Play returns, and we've got some great PlayStation updates to share with you today. And thanks to Capcom for kicking it off with Resident Evil 4, coming to PS5 with PlayStation VR2 content also in development. Now let's get a sneak peek at 4 games in development for PlayStation VR2.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother.
It sounds a little bit more action heavy though.
Man blood. Oh, be careful what you wish for, Ethan Winters. What are you doing?
Oh. Well, I won't be playing that. Huh. It's good if you love VR, but that would probably make me sick.
You, of all people, have the audacity to question me?
Dying Light?
You, who emerged from the putrid waters of the bayou to plunder our righteous gains and cut our throats like a demon in the night.
Walking Dead?
What have
Saints
you
and
done
Sinners?
to ensure the future of this forsaken city? You, who have brought nothing but chaos.
See, this looks a bit
When
more fun
death
than
was
the
swallowing
Resident
this
Evil
city whole,
one. For some reason.
it was I who resurrected it. It was I who shined as a beacon of hope for all. The tower cries out for blood, and I vow to spill it. When the bells ring, the song they sing will be righteous.
Oh, it's a chapter. It's number 2, Saints and Sinners. Okay.
Tourist.
Yeah, right, fair enough. Could be good. This is all VR stuff. Oh, this is that bloody Oh, No Man's Sky. Yeah, VR. Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you? Yeah, I've got the PlayStation VR. Oh, fuck, this is so loud, bro. Let me turn this down. Yeah, I've got PlayStation VR. It's pretty good. It's just, you get over it pretty quickly. And I tried Resident Evil 7 on it, and I didn't get very far into it, eh? But Aika, how are you?
There.
Oh, this is Forbidden West. Oh, yeah, here.
I asked you a question.
Is it a game or is it an experience
Everyone says
system?
Reyes is a good shot.
Yeah, and I'll put arrows through both of us. You're switching with me.
It's a snap mob. We're not gonna make it.
So do you run around and do shit? Oh yeah, this looks like we run around now.
Blameless Murad had me released from prison. But why?
Look, I'm definitely going to get the PlayStation VR 2. I can tell you that. No worries.
Climb the mountain. Find out why the machines are attacking.
Oh, see, that's cool. Well, this looks a little bit cooler. I'll try this for sure.
Be a free man. It will take all your wits, your skills, and courage. You have walked in the shadows, Reyes. Now it is time to climb into the light.
Are you doing well? Well, that's good to hear.
Hi,
Very good to hear.
I'm Ben McCaw, narrative
Hi, Ben.
director at Guerrilla. I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2.
Sick.
We're also happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including New Game Plus, will be available to download on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 today.
Oh, that's good. Major update. I still haven't even finished that game. Oh shit, you can ride the flying ones? Yeah, so I didn't get that far. Out now.
For details on this free update, please check out PlayStation Blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank you for your continued support, and please stay tuned for more updates to come.
Okay then. Well, I'm keen on the Resident Evil 4.
Is coming to PC.
PlayStation fan favorite coming to PC? Well, this doesn't really concern, does it? It's probably
These past
Bloodborne.
few years,
Oh.
sacrificing so much and asking for nothing.
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions. Do you really need two of those?
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
I'm gonna go,
Nah, Resident Evil 4 Remake, that's what I'm most excited for.
Do your thing.
You can't just push people around like that.
Just ask for help next time.
Time to bring back the glory days.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Yes. Oh, Stray. The little cat game. And Annapurna. I love Annapurna games. It's Spider-Man. Now it's a cat. Well, this looks cute, I guess. Oh, cool. There's little enemies and shit. Oh, this looks alright. Stray. July 19th. Oh, fuck, that's not far away. That's next month.
Explore a mysterious cyber city in Stray, coming to PS5 and PS4 July 19th. PlayStation Plus Extra members and higher can download Stray at no extra cost when
Oh.
it launches next month.
Fuck, that's pretty good.
Up next, 3 games.
So
that'll
they are
get your
going to be
heart
doing.
racing.
They are going to be doing fucking. Okay, so that's going to be like Game Pass. Returnal. The fuck is this?
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the Dead?
Oh, Callisto Protocol.
Just like you would have been if I hadn't fished you out of that wreck.
Yes. This is from the makers of Dead
Whatever you're
Space.
holding on to right there. That's your old life. You gotta let that go. Because your new life is entirely in my hands. I'm just trying to give you a chance at rebirth.
Oh, yeah, baby. This looks fucking heaps good. I've played Dead Space 2 and 3. This looks fucking hectic. I played Dead Space 2 and 3. I haven't played number 1, only because they're coming out with the remake next year. So I'll be doing a playthrough of that for sure. But this looks hectic.
I just love that last part.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Gives me chills every time.
Alright, I'm in. Callisto Protocol. Do we get a date? This year. Oh, get fucked. That's so cool. We get that this year. What's this? Sable.
In the year
Not interested.
2030, A new blood sport grips the globe.
Oh, this isn't Sable. Hey, Ryu, how are ya? What's going on?
There will only be the victorious and the dead.
What the fuck is this? How you been, Ryu? Oh, this does not look interesting. Oh, so you've missed the Resident Evil 4 remake, a couple VR games, and then they just put a date on Callisto Protocol, which is another horror game from the makers of from the creators of Dead Space. So that's exciting.
The world is watching.
You're going to be going to a concert on the 7th? Hell yeah, that's good ass. Nice. Who are you going to see? Lolodrome. That doesn't interest me at all.
Sometimes I wonder if things will ever be normal again.
Oh, this has got to be Final Fantasy. Oh, what the hell? Anime as.
The world hasn't ended yet. It's not hopeless. I won't let anyone else get hurt! Don't you want science in your corner?
OJR. Probably never heard of him? Yeah, nah, never heard of them.
Ew. I'm going to miss them.
Oh my god, this looks
I look
terrible.
forward to seeing what you can do.
This is so not up my alley. But, for anyone it is, it looks like My Hero Academia. The way he's going to punch, but... Eternal Nights. Oh, excuse me.
Action games and dating sims collide in Eternites, coming to
Dating
PS5
sim.
and PS4 next year.
Oh, that so doesn't
Let's
interest
check
me.
back in with Capcom for a new look at an upcoming heavy hitter.
Oh, it's going to be Street Fighter. Yeah, I don't really like fighting games either. Street Fighter.
When you go looking for strength, it's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending. Okay, then.
Street Fighter
You ready to
6.
You
Wait,
wanna
what?
start off with the right foot in this
Why? Okay, do you love this?
Yeah, every day I do this, never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, you're up here improving. A real problem, but I solve them all face proof. And if you think I'm going forward, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. Or dunk aside, I'm super.
Well, what the hell? It's like open world.
I've been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Fight!
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's like open world. Fight!
It started from the ground up, training getting wound up, channeling it in itself and moving up and down. Crossing over, pass the battle, full of time to count and keep score. Years I never thought it crossed before. When I get out on my knees, I got it in the deep. I feel like I'm on the left, but really I got me out. Since I was the win, no goodbyes.
Oh, dating sim and action game together? Yeah, I know, right?
The top player is here.
Let me have some fun.
Ready? Then show me.
This will be a good fight.
Well, this is a kind of good trailer, I guess. They'll put a date on this for sure. Yeah, Ryu has a beard now.
This is our destiny. My secret art.
Street Fighter 6.
They're gonna put a date on it? No date. Oh, are they showing more of it? No. It's taking up all the time. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, come in 2023.
That was your first look at Street Fighter VI gameplay. Mark your calendars, it comes to PS5 and PS4 in 2023.
Okay.
Now it's time for 2 indie adventures arriving later this year.
Ugh, I don't care about stuff I've already seen. It's on Xbox. But I've got to get over that. People would be excited for this. This does look cool, this game. I hear it's got like a secret language and all that. It looks good. I don't know whether I'm really interested in giving it a crack. Tunic. I think Resident Evil 4 was the one I was most excited for. Oh, and Callisto Protocol. That looks really good.
She set out to record life at the end of this season.
Oh, this is
to make it real
seasons?
for people in the future. She asked us about living together.
And we asked her about traveling alone.
When the season turns, what will remain?
Only what she saw. What she captured.
Oh, fuck yeah. This...
She
this I
carries
know
the
this will
sounds of the
introduce...
season with her.
Intrigue people, but this looks boring. Definitely not up my alley.
The way she listened made you want to tell her everything.
I got to look in her journal. The world was telling her its secrets. I think she even figured out what will happen to us when the season ends. Is it going? Is it gone?
Not yet.
Season. A letter to the future. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks good. Oh, that's pretty good. So you got a free concert ticket. That's nice.
世界中のゲーマーの皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの吉田です。
Here we go, Final Fantasy
長らく
16.
お待たせいたしましたが、いよいよファイナルファンタジー
I
16
told
の
ya.
最新情報をお届けする日がやってまいりました。最新のトレーラーとともにインタビューなども始まりますので、ぜひそちらも楽しみにお待ちください。今世界には本当に様々な困難があります。僕らゲーム開発者にはゲームを一生懸命作るということしかできません。ゲームというエンターテインメントを通じてゲーマーの皆さんが心の底から楽しめる時間を提供していきたいと思ってます。それでは最新のトレーラーをどうぞ。
He's been waiting so long to release his trailer, this dude. In a world ruled by tyranny and turmoil, there are those who would fight to take back control of their fate.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield, it wears away at our very being. It
breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
I'm pretty keen to play this. I'll definitely give it a go. I liked
going to be
Final
another
Fantasy
war,
15.
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster. We must move now.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Oh.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
I was literally gonna say that, eh? It's like Dark Souls a bit. Very Dark Souls-y. There's like all these big battles, but it doesn't seem to be your character.
It is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
It looks pretty good. I'll definitely give it a go.
Awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
Ifrit. That must be the character you play as. Summer 2023. Well, I got a feeling that might be it.
And that's a wrap. Don't forget to visit PlayStation Blog to learn even more about today's announcements. See you next time.
Oh, well, there you go. Did a really good job, yeah, 100%. Oh, well, there you go. Happy days. So we'll cut them out near your birthday. Oh, well, there, happy days. PlayStation. Did it say June? I don't think it said June. I'm not too sure. I wasn't paying much attention. Oh, alright, there we go. I've got a few things to take care of today. I've got to get my car registered and stuff. And then hopefully I can be back and I might play something today if I've got the time or feeling up for it. But for now, I'm going to head off and catch you guys later. Take it easy, everyone. Alright? Gonna eat some breakfast and lay down in bed properly. I'm a bit of a sleepy. Alright guys, I might stream later, but I don't know what I'm gonna stream, so if I do it, I'll let you guys know in the Discord or whatever. Alrighty, catch us later. Bye.